Hey Thomas, how's it going? And hello everyone and welcome back to just another Monday night playing some Mahjong. We're gonna open things up tonight probably and let people come on if they want to chat about whatever they want to do, but while I play in the background, but yeah, I really don't have anything to talk about, so I figure we might as well invite people aboard if they want to come on. So let me just get everything all set up here. Okay, so we have that ready. Need to throw this window in the background. We will throw this link in. Alright, so we will do that and alright, and reset there. God damn it. Okay, I think we are good to go. Alright, so I figured just hang out for a bit, play some Mahjong, and then see what else we can do. But don't be on too late unless you're confused. Having a point, yeah, I know. But it's not till later in the morning, so it's not that big of a deal. We are going to just jump right into a ranked game here. And hopefully things go as good as they did this afternoon. I was able to get myself back to 545. So hopefully we won't just completely erase that. And I was down to about 200. So hopefully things go well tonight. Alright. And hopefully it won't take too long to get into a game either. Let me change this background music. It's really annoying me already. 3 seconds in. Alright, so this is not a good playlist. I'll just go over to relaxing. Alright, so I mean we don't have a bad start, I guess. Okay, I lied. It's kind of a bad start. We don't really have anything to work with except for these 9s, and well, okay, the 2 helps. Definitely. We have the east winds at least. We're dealer, so hopefully we'll be able to score some. My God. Hopefully we can put some points on the board, and rather quickly this time. That's actually helpful. Capture a lead and hopefully just maintain it through the rest of the game because. You know what? We're gonna take that. What's the blank one again? That's just the white dragon tile. So the white, red, and green ones are basically called dragon tiles, and so yeah, it's just basically white dragon, green dragon, red dragon. Oh come on, really that fast? Man, it's not fair. We're not ready yet.
No.
Shit. Of course, we finally get a bunch of shiny tiles and we can't even use them. That angers me a little bit. But at least since we didn't call reach, we didn't lose anything, so at least we're in second place. And we're playing a full Hanchan, so we've got plenty of rounds to go. Maybe we're gonna have to see how this starts to develop because we've got possible. Well, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 pairs. If we get one more pair, we can probably go either for Toy or 7 pairs. It's not actually a terrible deal. But it's also not the greatest because we're limited on what we can do unless we start replacing tiles. That helps to the 2, 3 because now instead of just a 2 we can also grab a 4. We could also draw a 1. Can't call a 1 though. The one down here doesn't actually help at all either. 8 actually doesn't help either, but that's okay. Player to the right has just been passing up every single tile so far. Has not been taking any tiles into their hand really, except for 2. Left, the person across from me has replaced all their tiles, and the right is basically forming a hand also. It looks like left and across probably didn't have the best hand, so they're kind of redealing themselves and just getting everything shuffled around. This person, since they're only throwing away tiles that they're drawing, it's starting to make me believe that they're probably already like 1 tile away from Tenpai. So I think what we're gonna do is, since I called that, we're gonna start breaking this down. We have 3 pairs to work with. I mean, we don't really need 4, so we can get rid of the 9s. And this 1. And then maybe speed this up a little bit, get into Tenpai, and hopefully steal a hand. Especially if everyone decides to call Ricci on, that'd be helpful. Alright, so we're gonna hold the actually I thought that was shimmering. Alright, so 5 and south our door tile. Oh, okay, so they're starting to replace tiles in their hand now, so alright, pause there on the 8, so someone could have called that. I'm guessing this came from like a 7889 or something like that. So that's why that wasn't called. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this 3 of 4. Oh. That's too bad. Alright, do we have anything better this time? A little bit. I mean, not really. We're still about 5 away. But we don't have to really replace a whole bunch of stuff this time, though, and that's kind of good. Unfortunately, still haven't really drawn anything we can use. I mean, I pulled the 1 into our hand. Oh, well, now we could have kept our seat win. We probably should have and just threw away the 1s or the 9 instead. Just in anticipation of hopefully putting all 3 together, but yeah, I didn't do that because I'm kind of an idiot. Alright, so we can get rid of the 7. The rest of this is pretty much set. We can use the 1s or the 5s as a pair, so we can start setting up sequences over here. Instead of getting rid of any of the extra tiles over here, we'll just, in the rest of this stuff, we'll just throw away the 1s. So that way we can at least get into Tanyao or an all simples hand. And try and work it out that way. We're gonna be patient, wait for draws to come to us. Probably not gonna be calling much this one, unless it looks like tiles will be needing to wait on or starting to get used up. I mean, we can do that too. Alright, we'll just hold these 1s for now. The 7 wasn't helping anyway, it was too far away. It was 2 tiles away from 4, I mean, well, 3. So that wouldn't be able to... And we have the 3-4 here. Now we just need 1 more tile to come through. And we have a ready hand. Well, it'll be... I mean, most likely it'll be... Alright. We're gonna pass that. We could have probably just we could have called and broke all this up because we have a lot of other tiles we could pawn too to get rid of the other two ones, but I just don't want to get stuck. Yeah, and that happened, so that's actually good. So we can do this. We could do another 5 here, and then just cut a 1 for a make the ones back into a pair, and then we can do a 2 or a 5 here. We can also do an 8 on this side. Of course, we draw 2 4s in a row, so we could have replaced the 1s with our 4s. That's okay. And we don't need that. And we're just not getting anything we need. Kind of need to do this on a draw. Because we have these 1s in our hand. If we had changed things up earlier, we just don't have enough tiles to actually change anything around now to make it work out different. So we're just gonna definitely just go with what we have. More than likely, if someone threw a 5, a 4 here again, and gave us a chance to chi this 4, 5, 6, then I might consider changing up already. But I mean, we're so close to the end here, and I don't think we're gonna get this put together, so we're just gonna kind of bail on it now. We just don't want to deal in. We're so close to the end that we might as well just give up the hand.
Mahjong の神様を殺して、そして私も自殺でもしてみるか。
There, so we'll go to a board of draw.
脳天。
What did they need? An 8? Alright, so we could have really thrown anything, but I mean, I could not tell what they were trying to do with their discard by just looking at their discards. I was assuming they needed something other than characters because they were throwing so many away. We'll do that. You don't really need this, but we'll hold on to it for now, I guess. We'll definitely call the west winds this time since it's our seat wind and it works for us. Alright, so that's okay. 2 and the 9 we can get rid of. 4 doesn't really help. And this 2 isn't helpful right now. Alright, since the only pair we have set up right now is these 7s, we'll probably assume this is going to be our final pair for now. We're not going to call like a 6, 7, 8. Unless like we draw another 7 ourselves. Or a 7, 8, 9, obviously. We're probably just going to get rid of this. We'll get rid of that because now we connect the 2 with the 4 at least. And we can actually make use of this Dora tile. So we'll probably get rid of the 6 next. Or the 2. Or this white one. Actually, we're going to hold the white one for now and keep it as a safe tile. Well, relatively safe. I mean, someone could be waiting for that as their pair, but I kind of doubt it. You don't take the tile the first time someone puts it down, can you never take it again? No, you can still take it. Alright, so we are going to try and get this 2 through since we completed our 5, 6, 7 here. That's fine if they call it. Wanted to get rid of the more dangerous tile first. And there we go. Never mind. Alright, we are just dropping down because we can't get a hand put together fast enough. This afternoon when I was playing, it was just every deal I had, it was like immediately put together. Every time I was maybe like 2 or 3 tiles away. So it's kind of frustrating when this kind of BS happens. This is almost completely garbage. At least we're replacing with tiles we can possibly use. 5-5, 5-8, and 5-5 here. 4 doesn't really help, but we're just gonna clear all of our honor tiles here. See what the redeal does for us. Jesus. Everyone's been able to put together a friggin' hand but me so far. Not good. Need something to happen. Alright, maybe now that we're dealer, maybe something we can put something together. Oh no, it's Professor. Jesus Christ. I mean, once again, we don't have something we can just call a shit ton of tiles yet. That's not really very good. Okay, we're getting closer to a 7 pairs hand. We just need 1, 2 more. 1 more tile to pair up, and we can at least go for that. Or we can go for all triplets, I guess. One of the two. That's what we're gonna do, I guess. Hello, Professor. Of course. We're just gonna go for an all triplet hand here. If we can. That's fine. We're gonna get rid of this 5. We have to get rid of the 5 or 4. We just need to pawn 1 more time, or pull a tile that we need 1 more time, so we can win something here. You're more than welcome to come on, Jeff.
Wrong. Toi toi.
Hmm. 2, 4, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Do it 8 or 9. 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we can go 7, 8, 9 also here. Or get that. What would this do for us? An 8 or a 5? Yeah, alright, fine. From all those books and the small print. Bad for your eyes. Come on, really? Alright, we can go 5, 6, 7 in all 3 suits possibly here. That just proves you're reading books on your days off. You gotta give your eyes a rest. You have print eyes. It's a serious disease. I think we're just gonna leave everything the way it is, and hopefully we can get a tile we need. Pretty close. Alright, you know what? Actually, we can change now. I just wanted to hold the Dora tile until somebody else threw it, because I didn't feel like giving it to somebody else. It's too much air conditioning, 110. There's no such thing as too much air conditioning. Air conditioning is good for the soul. Scientifically proven. Nine out of 10 doctors recommend that you have as much air conditioning as possible. What the hell did they draw? 6? No, we're not gonna do that. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. The air conditioning would help your sinuses. It will help. That what? That will help? Now you're just not making sense. Oh. A good cuppa? Professors turn to randomly British. Usually not a good sign. We do. I don't know if that was a good idea. I feel like we should get rid of this 9 and 6. Well, the 9 and the 8, maybe, I don't know. Actually, I don't have any idea what we should do anymore. Not comfortable with this. Great Britain is your home away from home. Home being the tard, of course. Oh shit, I didn't want to throw that, but that's alright. The tard? Oh, this sucks. We can't get this put together. We're running out of tiles. What the hell? Trader. No, I don't. It's not my fault that the Oh no. It's not my fault that the heart blocks everything. Oh my god, now the professor is trying to play doctor with me. I don't want to... I feel harassed. Thomas, call HR, quickly. Oh, we should call this. Kinda glad we didn't call that now. Now we can still do a 4. Complete this. And we can go 4, 5, 6 in every suit. That'd be pretty good. Oh, would you stop? Now we have too many 6s. Alright, fine. We'll do this a little bit different if we have to. We can get rid of the 5, keep this triplet intact. Well, actually, no, we can't. We still... Well, yeah, we can, because we have these 6s. Yes. We get rid of either 5. Wouldn't be ideal. But... I guess if we need to win the hand, then, we'll do it. Stupid east tile we don't need. Oh, come on, give me a tile I can use. Damn it. Not what I wanted to see happen. I don't know, I'm starting to think we might just have to bail on this one to keep from losing. Might be the smart thing to do. Oh man, we needed that 4. No one's thrown a 2 yet. That's scary. I mean, it's still not enough to overtake. Clinging to our first place here by a thread. We're gonna get rid of... I'm pretty certain we're gonna be getting rid of all this stuff, but... We kind of should probably do it sooner rather than later. Or we can keep the white now. Hope nobody needs red. Sweet. We're just holding on to the north tile as a safe tile. Now. Don't need that. Horse. Horse! Ah, god dang it. We have a double run. Alright, do we risk this? No, we're not gonna risk it. Or if we could pair up one more thing, we could just go for a 7 pair hand, I guess, and hopefully we can get one of our tiles through. I'm a little worried about having to throw it. Alright, 7 we know we can throw. 3 might be okay. It's okay against this player. I'm just not sure about the cross play. 9 probably not either. Feels like a targeted tile. We're gonna get rid of it. Get rid of the 7. 6 probably would work out for us. Alright, let's, you know what, we're gonna try and just end this hand. We're gonna throw the 9. Alright, fine. Now we can just pawn everything if we have to. I'm thinking 6 probably would be okay to throw unless you're waiting, and that's probably like their tile they're waiting on. So we're just gonna try it and see if we can get it. Alright, good. Alright, 4 is good, so if a 6, 7, or white tile comes out, then... Shit. Bullshit! Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. What the fuck? Not really a good choice, but now we're so far behind. Well, I mean, we're not super far behind, but we're gonna play this ridiculous just because. Angry at this point. We need to collect bamboo tiles. We're gonna try and do this as either all bamboos or like a half flush. Maybe. Depends on what comes next, because we're gonna start getting rid of this stuff. Of course, we don't get a bamboo tile. It's such bullshit. Redealing ourselves. So dumb.
Richie, 今日の運はどうだ?
I'm gonna assume someone needs this damn east tile. It better not be this person. Alright, good. West and north are safe. One more tile. We need to pair the two. Either of the twos or get something to connect this 5-6. A load of crap. We're not throwing this 9 regardless now. Alright, I mean, we could, but no Yaku anyway, so we're just gonna play it safe.
No.
Pay the 1,000. We're going into all last. 5,000 behind third place. There's no chance to catch up unless we do something amazingly huge. Hey, John. I have no idea what the hell it even do. There's really nothing we can do. Of course. That was a shit movie. Hey, Daniel. You say so, Daniel. Just because Michael Keaton was in it doesn't make it a great movie, Daniel. From what I've heard people say about it, it sounds like a terrible movie.
妻 Jun.
Hey Tim, how's it going?
Yo. What's going on?
Get my ass kicked, that's what's going on.
Yeah, me too. I just redid DC Deck Builder for me and my friends to play. And holy shit, dude. I got romped. It was not even fucking fun. I mean, boy, did I get fucked in the ass.
Mahjong をするときはバーサーカーのようでなければならないのだ。
Oh no, Teal. I mean, I just worked so hard this afternoon to get myself back up into the rating, and just basically gave it all back in that one game. So that's such bullshit.
So this is all ranked stuff that you're doing?
Yeah.
I usually avoid that.
天敵中でも
I'd get too
私の
pissed off when
麻
I
雀
lose
には
all the
影
time.
響しない。
I mean, there you can play an unranked game, but
I used to play Gundam Battle Operation 2, but I got bored with it because I tried doing the so you get better when you go up the rankings, and the rankings is a grading scale. So you start with D,
yeah,
then you got to get the D plus, and then you get the C and then B and then A and all that. Well, if you lose matches, then you lose ranking. So all your progression could go away, and your progression based on how far you progress up is how much money you gain and how much like rewards you get.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's very shit rewards. It doesn't really affect like a lot of gameplay, but you can still unlock mobile suits without, excess money.
Right. That's the same as it is here.
Yeah, it's like any gacha game, really. But the ranking gets you better, like just in-game monetary reward. So you can spend a little bit more dollars, or whatever the in-game dollar is called.
Right. I don't even get that. It's just bragging rights.
then I think there's like experience modifier too. But the problem is that once you level up, I went to D plus, and then the next match I lost my D plus and went back to D. And I'm like, well, this fucking blows. And I'm like, why would I bother with the ranked matches then? It's not worth it.
Right.
So I just would play periodically, and then I just kind of gave up. Now I just log on my PlayStation, turn the game on like once every 2 months, just so that the guild I'm with, which thank God I'm with a guild that doesn't give a shit that I'm just freeloading. I log in, I get the guild rewards, because the guild, as it levels up, you get rewards for each guild level they progress to. So I log in, and the guild will go up like 9 levels, and I'll get a whole bunch of shit that I can just spend anywhere. So I'll like go to the shop, do the gacha drops and stuff, see if I get any more mobile suits, and then kind of like tinker with the suits, go to the training area, maybe do a couple daily matches, and then have a nice day. But the last time I tried playing, I could not get in a match to save my life. And I'm like, and I was about to, they're about to put this game on Steam. And I'm like, I would love to play it on my computer instead of on the PlayStation. But with all the trouble I'm having getting onto the PlayStation game, like getting into matches and stuff, I don't think it's gonna kick off on Steam. I don't think it's gonna go very far. So I'm not gonna bother. Yeah.
Determined to win this game.
What's up, Daniel? How you doing?
一番になるために麻雀
No shit.
負けたら打つ意味はない。
You just got fucked, didn't you?
I better not. It's taking forever.
You gotta watch The Flash, man. It's a good movie. Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. Come on.
I have zero interest in watching the Flash movie.
Oh.
I think the Flash is a stupid superhero in the first place, so why would I watch the Flash movie?
But he's so cool. He can go into the Speed Force. Nobody's can do that.
He can run really fast. That's a lame ass superpower.
Yeah, but he can go to different universes. Superman can't do that.
Actually, he can do a lot of shit with that super speed.
Yeah, but I never seen him enter the Speed Force. I never seen him enter the Speed Force.
I have. You got to watch all the animated stuff. Anyways, yeah, he can like he can basically put himself into such perpetual motion he can actually pass through people. You know, because he can vibrate his molecular structure. Generate wind vortexes and tornadoes and shit. You can do all sorts of crazy shit with his power. But honestly, though, I'm not really a fan of the Flash either. He's not any of my favorite superheroes. He's okay. He's there.
Yeah.
I mean, every freaking genre has their own super speed hero. So whatever.
Oh my god. Need one more tile to win. Come on, 7 or 2. Throw it. Oh my god, thank you.
リーチ赤ドラ1ドラ1タンヤ
That you needed 2.
Did.
You had one right next to the 3.
I know I needed the third one to complete a set.
Oh, okay. I don't know how this game is played. I don't fucking have a clue. Ooh, boobies.
You have to complete 4 sets of 3 tiles, either one like a 1-1-1 or like a 1-2-3 in the same suit, and then have have an extra pair of something to have a winning hand. So like the 1-2-3, that's a done set. 4-6, we can get a 5 to complete that, or we could go 6-7-8 or something like that. Then the 7s, we could just do 3 7s here, 3 2s, a 3 or a 6 here to complete the 4 or 5.
So it looks like you're completing mini straights and then pairs.
Yeah, pretty much. All right,
So
we're close.
Are you trying to get cards out of your hand? Is that what's going on?
Nope, you're just trying to complete a hand. You're just trying to make a 14 tile hand. So like you have to, so like I said, you have to have 4 blocks of 3, and then an ending pair of really anything. So I mean, this doesn't really help much either because I can't really do anything with it. It just gives us an extra 2, and since this shape is already done.
What are you doing when you put the chips in the center?
What?
What are you doing when you put the chips in the center there?
Discarding.
That's discarding.
Yeah, something that you don't need.
Okay.
Alright, so we have 6-6, 7-7, 2-2, 5-5. So I mean the most useless tile is gonna be the 1s. We'll get rid of that. We just need to fill out one of these, something here. We either need a 5 or a 8. We need a 3 or a 6 over here. Or we have to just get a third one of the 2 or the east. And we just can't get there. It's fucking bullshit. Just cannot get a hand put together tonight. You're literally gonna get demoted soon. Oh yeah, I mean, what else is new?
No, nothing. I finally started painting my next Gundam model when I bought 3 weeks ago.
Sweet.
Usually I have these things done like right after I buy them. I start putting them together, but so much shit happened with my kid and all that.
Yeah. How many models do you have now?
Way too many. Way too many. Way too many. I mean,
Yeah, I always thought it'd be cool. I always thought it'd be cool to have like a shit ton of models and stuff like that. Like the Gundam stuff you have, or like the ships Thomas has. But man, just the thought of keeping that shit dusted all the time.
Oh, dude, no, you just get a can of air, just blow the shit off. But even then, I don't even really do it that often. I should,
Yeah.
but I don't. I know you've got your game up, but you can't really see. But I just put a shelf up.
Look.
You'll see it on my screen.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's just one shelf in my room. I have like a whole room of models in another thing. I've got this whole place has models all over the place.
Right.
I just fucking build them and just. Yeah.
Oh, hey Tokyo. Daniels and Tim are up here with me.
Shit! Oh damn it! That was my soup bowl. Thank God it was empty.
How's the new apartment, Daniels?
I didn't get it. The bastards! I didn't get it.
That's too bad. Why not?
I don't know. Somebody else got it.
Couldn't secure the deposit right away, or
No.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff is first come, first serve. Damn it, my Onkyo cam is fucking.
Thomas rarely dusts his shit. Yeah, but I smoke, so I mean there would just be like always dusty shit everywhere in my house. I have to dust a lot. My rabbits make a freaking mess.
No animals here, man. Nope. Not doing that shit. I know better. I learned my lesson. Between an ex-wife and a daughter that loved having pets, man. As soon as Cheyenne left the house, this place became pet-free. I only let her bring a cat over once. And then a dog. And I told her I don't ever want that dog in my house again. That dog would not sit still. And it wanted to jump on every piece of furniture. And it had fucking talons for claws, man. It was like a German Shepherd mix. And I'm like, dude, that dog does not go on my fucking love seat recliner, okay? Right. That's a $600 couch that I can't replace. No. God.
No, Thomas, that's a terrible idea.
The cat I would have let over a few more times, because that cat was smart. And that cat was a good cat. That cat, I guess when it was over at someone's house, it had gotten into some styrofoam and ate a couple pieces of styrofoam. When I was walking around the house here, and it starts looking a little weird, and it starts kind of moseying over to the front door, and then all of a sudden it starts making noise. And I know what that noise is because I've heard my friend's cat do the same thing. Where it makes this little and I'm like, oh, Shine, your cat's gonna puke. She's like, oh no, not on the carpet, because I just got brand new carpeting in the place. And no, it wasn't on the carpet, it was by the front door. It's on a little rug that I have. So I've got this like roll-out rug on my front door, and yeah, it puked on that. And I'm like, well, that's okay, it's just a rug, it's no big deal, it's designed to be walked and trotted on. So I'm like, your cat was nice to me and didn't puke on the carpet, so we're good.
That's good.
We is good. Okay, I'm turning off the Onkyo cam. It's irritating me.
You need a cup of what, Professor? Tea or coffee? Better not be tea.
I had some vodka and peach tea lemonade mixed. That was nice.
It is tea. Shit.
Too bad I ran out of this Tennessee peach. Old smoky whiskey. My friend got that for me last week. It was nice. Good stuff. Drank the shit out of this. Didn't last long.
Professor's a traitor to the nation. He's gone British on us.
$60 proof though, so it wasn't too strong.
ダン、計算通りだな。リーチ、一発、ピンフ、ドラ1。
Fuck you.
So what's the okay, I see you don't have any rabbit-eared chips in front of you. What are all those rabbit-eared chips in front of everybody else?
Oh, that's where we draw our tiles from, the wall.
Oh, so you're out of it? You don't
No, it's we're just down to that view of the wall just shifts around each person every now.
Oh, okay.
So, fuck, what am I gonna do?
I don't get this game.
I don't even know what to do. I'm so fucking screwed. Alright, so we can do a triplet of sevens. We have all 3 9s we need. We have all 3 2s we need. This 3 is extra. We do a 6 here for a 5 6 7 if we really wanted to, and we get 3 8. And then any of this stuff could really be a pair for us. We need it to be. So we need a big hand to get back into this game because we're 10,000 behind third place. 30,000, 36, 38, what? 38,000, 27,000 behind first place. There's only 2 hands left. Bullshit. We're gonna try to do this as a completely closed hand. But we're just not drawing anything we fucking need. Except for tiles we already just threw away. Professor, I don't think my body would react well to coffee at the moment. I just don't feel good. Sorry. Coffee would help your insides. You should have some Diet Coke.
I was giving Dork Night the other night shit for drinking Coke Zero.
I know.
Yeah, I used to drink a lot of Diet Coke back in the early 90s, but then I tried regular Coke, and that's way better. It tastes way better.
Oh, yeah. Well, not only that, you're not giving yourself cancer.
Yeah, because Diet Coke has like aspartame in it, and that's not very good for your bones and other stuff in your body.
Actually, what I found out is it deteriorates an immunity barrier in your brainstem, and that's what causes leukemia.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it doesn't always. It's not as prevalent in humans, but when they tested aspartame on rats, they almost every rat that they gave the aspartame to had malignant tumors, brain tumors.
Oh crap!
And this passed the FDCA.
Oh.
The reason it passed is because at the moment they were testing it, there was a salmonella outbreak that happened that they had to focus their attention to. So it just slipped right under the crack.
Oh,
and then it became a major sweetener, alternative sugar sweetener since then. And yeah, it's not like I said, it's not like everybody in the world gets leukemia from aspartame, but it does have that effect. It is proven to have that effect. Now the funniest thing is I found this video 15 years ago on YouTube, and it was a video called "Things That Pepsi and Diet Coke Don't Want You to Know," or Pepsi and Coke don't want you to know. And it was made by a woman who had developed leukemia, and they could not figure out why. And the only thing they could figure out is that she changed her diet, and the only thing she changed in her diet was she started to drink Diet Coke, and then she went on a tirade about like trying to figure out what in Diet Coke could be would have caused her to get leukemia. And then she did the research on aspartame and found out, how it was discovered, what had happened. I've had nurses in my local hospital actually confirm that story. So, to me, that's a legit story. So yeah, I don't drink anything with aspartame in it. I would rather be fat.
Thomas, there's 4 copies of each tile in every suit.
Yeah, Brady. I think I
drank
he's got an Uno as well.
I drank so many years. I drank Diet Coke for so many years. Now I'm scared.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're fine, dude. If you haven't had leukemia yet, you're fine.
こんなものいらねえや
Hey, Dad, can you tell them how long I've been drinking Diet Coke for?
Dude, my mom's still drinking the shit.
Yeah, I've been drinking it every day for 20 some years. So.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a very marginal effect in humans. Okay, you probably have to have some kind of defect in your immunity already to probably have it affect you. Because I mean, the human immune system is way different than rats.
I hope so.
Yeah.
God damn it.
ポン
So if two are already discarded, then
感するぞ
of course we can't get a fucking tile. Then the
Human
same
immune system is
discard.
actually very impressive. I mean, the amount of things our immune system can do
No
is just ridiculously cool.
さあ
Like
オー
George
ラスだ
Carlin
ぞ
used to say, the reason we never worried about any illnesses and diseases, we swam in the Hudson. we,
Yeah.
we swam in the Hudson River. Why? To cool off.
So if 2 are already discarded, then the same 2 discarded. What? So what, Thomas? If the same 2 are already discarded, then the same 2 discarded one you get. Or what you're asking, Tom. I guess it depends on your hand. There's still a chance to get the 4th. Yeah.
ポンするぞ
So I haven't played Genshin Impact for about a month now. I've been playing Honkai Star Rail instead. I just hopped back into Genshin today just for the shits of it. I actually been away long enough to get the welcome back reward system. Like sweet. So now if I log in like for the next week every day at least, once, I'll get like some other little additional bonus. Little bit of extra premium gems and shit. Yeah, it was funny.
I haven't been back into the Star Rail game for a while now. I played that one night and went back to it. I was planning to do it on stream. That's why I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I like mine. I'm doing pretty well in it, although I've kind of hit a hump right now. One of the boss characters I'm supposed to fight is it's like a Holoverse. I'm supposed to be helping this NPC with his security program. Mm-hmm. So I have to go through this little Holoverse map thing. Then one of the bosses just fucking beats the shit out of me. I cannot beat him, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My main team, which is mostly level 70 now, should be strong enough, but they're not. They're getting their asses kicked, and I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do because it's getting frustrating.
You probably have to start paying, right?
Well, technically, I have, but I've only put into the monthly reward stuff. I think I bought some of the Starjade like once, but I'm not buying like an upper level or anything like that because it's not really how it works.
Right.
You still have to level your guys up, and I'm doing that. I just got through the museum quest stuff, which is that was like work. it was kind of like a Genshin Impact mini game, but instead of like managing a snack shop or whatever the fuck it is, you're managing this museum. And I gotta say, story-wise, this museum loses a lot of fucking artifacts all the time. Like they need to like tighten up security or something because it's like we're missing this exhibit. Can you help us find it? Okay. Well, this exhibit is in the stole zone where you have to kill a robot to get it back. Oh, okay, great. How did you guys lose this again?
Oh, I know. All those Japanese games have weird storylines.
Oh no.
Hey Mercer, what's up? You need to take a break.
Well, characters are fucking outstanding. I've been stupid lucky. I've got like five stars now on this game, and I've only spent like $30. Well, no, 20. Okay, $50.
Probably play that one. Something different. Play this like.
Well, one of the things that I purchased is the $5 daily reward system. So you spend $5 for an entire month. It gives you 90 gems, 90 Starjade.
Mm-hmm.
So but you got to log in to get that Starjade. So you have to log in daily. But it's a lot of Starjade. You know,
right.
160 gets you a wish, or I should say a ticket, a train ticket. It's funny too because I was sitting here one morning, I was getting on and I'm thinking, all right, what should I spend my 160 on? Should I go for the banner character or should I just go for the general character and hope that I get Himiko? Because on the general banner, if you do 300 polls on the general banner, you get a free 5-star automatically. So that's pretty damn cool. So I'm about 230 wishes in on that banner. So I thought, I'll just put my wish in on that and push myself a little bit closer to that free character. Because when I get that free character, I'll get Himiko. Himiko is this super hot redhead. That her special, her super, she has a satellite in orbit where wherever you're at, she's got a satellite in orbit that shoots fire down upon your enemy. Boom. Yeah. Fucking A right. She's a hot mama. So I'm sitting there. This is like a week ago. I think I'm hopping out of the game. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'll put the wish on the general banner. One more wish towards Himiko, and I got a 5-star. What? It's a 5-star. What did I get? I got Himiko. Fuck. Yes, I got the character I want way before I thought I was gonna get her. Sweet. So now I can use that free character when I get it. I'll just use it on a character I don't have yet now. But General Banner, they've got like, I think they've got like 7 or 8 5-stars embedded in that system there that you have a chance of getting. So it's all right. It's not bad.
That's cool.
And I like the fact that it's turn-based and it has an autoplay system, so you can actually like, if you need to go grind, you can just go get to the thing you need to grind, set it to play, let it play itself while you do something else.
Right.
Wait for it. Read a book or work on a model or whatever the hell else you want to do. It's a little bit of mindless entertainment. It's always fun to kind of watch it go. know. Thing that annoys me though is that with that boss, I am running a premium team right now. It literally is a meta team that's supposed to be fucking kick ass, and the only reason I'm having trouble is because I'm not maxed out. that annoys me. So I can't max out until I level my my Trailblazer level up higher. So,
How far along are you done with the main story now, and just doing extra shit, or?
yeah, I'm done with the primary main story, but they just dropped like their next storyline.
Okay.
So I got through most of it. I think I've got like 1 or 2 quests left. Yeah, it's
Doesn't sound like it's that long of a game. That
it isn't, but I mean, it's like they continue. They add more content as it goes on. Like Genshin does the same thing.
Right.
My problem with Genshin though is that I think they've lost their path as far as what their main story is supposed to be. Because I mean, originally the story was about your character, his or her sibling. They get attacked by the god of creation or whatever the fuck she is, and she takes your sibling away from you. So your whole purpose is to try and reunite with your sibling. But it seems like you're just kind of like, well, we're just going to mosey on through this next area and this next region. There might be a little something to it. I mean, so far there's 4 regions in Genshin Impact right now. You got Mondstadt, which is where you start at.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the noise.
All right.
I didn't realize my volume was that loud. So you got Mondstadt, then you got Liyue, then you go to Inazuma, which is an island nation that it's a fucking bitch to get to. I mean, you literally have to go through the storyline quest to get there. So when I was trying my free-to-play account, I just didn't want to do I didn't have the stomach to redo the quests. So I have like my characters. I unlocked 4 characters that are Inazuma, and I can't level them up past 40 because I'm not at Inazuma yet. So I'm like, fuck my free-to-play account. I don't care. Then they revealed probably the neatest region is Sumeru. Sumeru is a combination of jungles and deserts.
Okay.
So it's got a little bit of Egyptian motif in there, along with like maybe like African jungles kind of mixed in. It's really a neat area. I like to just run around and kill stuff in it, you know. And then they added the dendro element for players to use, and that just changed the fucking game altogether. You can get a dendro character right away. Do so much damage. It made the game freaking easy. Like I got Nahida. She's literally the Dendro Archon, the god of Dendro. And she is amazing. I have her built. And I have what I call I used to call the build the team Lazy Toma because the character Toma was in it and nobody likes Toma, but I actually used him for this build because it's just basically you start with Nahida, you use her little photography tag thing, tag all the monsters around you, then you switch to Ye Miko. She's an Inazuma fox goddess. She could drop these little turrets onto the ground, which just shoot lightning at things. Then you switch to Kokomi. She's like a water princess. When she attacks, she kind of floats in the air like she's swimming in water, like a little mermaid almost, but she's without the fins. So she drops a jellyfish that now saturates the area with water. Water attacks, and it also heals you. And then after that, you pop Toma's fire shields. Now, with all 4 of these elements kicking off at the same time, the damage is just stupid. and all you have to do is kind of run around and not get hit, and watch your enemies die.
Nice.
Because everything just dies all on its own.
All right.
It's crazy stupid. Yeah. So yeah, entertainment. Is, when I got into Hito, man, I was like, oh my god, this is freaking fun. Another team that I have that I love is I have a deep freeze team that uses a character called Ayaka, and she's an Inazuma character that basically she throws ice storms at things. So you take a character from Liyue named Shenhe, who is the most voluptuous fucking big-titted woman I've ever seen in my life. She's like my favorite character, period. Just because she is smoking hot as hell. But what she does is when she uses her E ability, she will generate these little floating tags, these little floating ice tags in the air, around your character.
Mm-hmm.
So when you switch to Ayaka, her ice damage attacks do like 30% more damage. Yeah. Then I have just in the team because he's freaking amazing. Kadahara, Kazuya Kadahara. He's basically just an elemental beast. His abilities, when you pop his element attack, he jumps up in the air, and then you hit your attack button, and he slams back down on the ground, generating a vortex, a wind vortex. And because he's Anemo, he can copy other elements that you're using. So if you whip up some ice storms, his Anemo will pick up the ice storms and it'll become an ice attack instead of a wind attack. Then I have Kokomi in the team as well because water. You need water to freeze, and Kokomi heals and generates hydro all over the place. So all that set up, drop the jellyfish, switch to Shenhe, do a power up, switch to Ayaka, do the deep freeze. Things are frozen in place. Once they're frozen in place, I switch to Kadahara and just put the slam down. And just things just die because I'm doing so much damage. It's just really crazy. But oh my god, my team is fucked up. From that dumb security trial thing. Like, come on, that was supposed to be a simulation. Not a here's the freaking healing thing. Oh. So like yeah, right now I'm in this is there we go. There we go. Alright, let's switch teams. So yeah, I got some great characters here. This is actually this is the wrong guy. It should be her. Okay, this is my basically my area of attack, my area of effect attack crew. So like Jing Yuan and Herda can hit multiple enemies at the same time. If Jing Yuan does more than half takes away more than half the life of his targets, then Herda will throw in a free attack that'll hit everything in on the field. Ting Yun is specifically designed to buff Jing Yuan. Like she is the best buffing character for him. She's actually technically the best buffing character in the game, or one of them, anyways. And a lot of people like using this little fox chick. Because, well, yeah. Natasha, she is basically the maximum healer of the game, and I got her you get a free copy of her. Mine, which this is kind of funny. My game really liked me, while I was getting my levels and stuff. I have her maxed. These are like constellations in Genshin. These little, whatever they call them, Eodolons or whatever.
Yeah.
How you pronounce that. I have all 6 unlocked for her. That just happened from playing. and just doing the wishes. Whereas something in this game just gave her to me a lot. In fact, I got a copy of her that see, I've got 4 unlocked for Herda. A lot of people dunk on Herda. I actually think for getting 3 attacks, it's pretty awesome. This one, I don't have shit for her. This guy, I shouldn't have shit for him either because he's a fucking stuff. This guy, though, he summons a lightning god. This guy's fucking awesome. Just to watch him work is cool as shit. I want to find something to fight.
Does Tim have the beach sword?
Have the what?
the beach sword from Salty used to when he was playing that what was that Path of Exile game. He would just play that one level over and over again to get that stupid beach sword.
God, I know. I don't think I ever got that either. I never tried to get like anything specific in that game. I just play it, you know.
Played it for a little while. I mean, I played with him on stream one time, and then he just stopped playing.
I know.
Fuck, man, we just got us all to download this game.
Yeah, like remember when him and I were playing like Saturdays, and all of a sudden he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, thanks.
Reach.
Whatever. All right,
Guess you don't want to play with us.
All right, let's.
It's been a constant theme, though. Like, every time somebody gets a game, they're like, everyone download this game so we can play. We all download it, play it one time, and then we never play again. It's like,
well,
fuck.
What I thought was funny is like, okay, remember when he was into Elite Dangerous?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that. I had fun with it. It was a good game. But I decided I'm gonna see if I can get a better ship to Salty right away.
Mm-hmm.
And because I used to play like freelancer and I used to play like mods with other people, freelancer and stuff, I kind of knew what I was doing and how to get there to do it. So yeah, I wound up with like the most expensive ship in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. Luckily I already had the game, so I didn't have to buy it when he was playing it. So otherwise, I would have been pissed because that would have been another game. But like, there was like that Ghost Hunter game and there's it was like a zombie game that everyone got me to buy to play with them, and then literally played it one time and never played it again. Like, you know what? I'm not buying games anymore unless you prove that you didn't play this more than once.
Darren Wagner was like on me about getting Valheim for the longest time. And I kind of procrastinated on it for a while. Then I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll get it. And I got it. I played it. We have never played together at all.
I know.
You know, it's like, okay, well, I can live with that. It's fine.
Right.
I mean, we actually, what was funny though is we're in LDG's backstage and shit, and we're like it was me, JP's, and Darren all playing Valheim, but we're all on our own like maps. So we're not playing together at all. We're just kind of sitting there talking, and LDG's like, "Wait, you guys are playing a multiplayer game, and you're playing the same game, but you're not playing together? What's wrong with you guys?" It's so funny. Oh man, you had a fit. All right, wait a minute here. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, we'll keep that. All right, let's kill some stuff.
Thomas, yeah. Let me think. Elite Dangerous, 7 Days to Die, Risk, Counter Strike, Curve. Yeah, exactly, Thomas.
All right, so here we go. Oh, I guess June goes first. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hit the autoplay here. I'll turn the fast forward off, though. That chick is so cute. Yeah, I heard it just got a triple attack. Holy fuck. Dude, that was open like a little bit. That lasted like 3 seconds.
Some of the characters have pretty cool attack animation.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely play it one of these days, Thomas.
ポンするわ
I just
ね
have to re-download it again.
リーチごめんこれロントンサブトン赤ドラ1
Any of those games, really, Thomas, because it's just that, I mean, I still have all of them, but nobody ever wants to play them, so I deleted them off my hard drive for now.
All right, whatever the next match is going to be, I'll
チーす
do
るぞ
a super move for in June.
One of these nights we'll just set up like a community. See if we can get actually join. Figure out a game that we all have.
You have a second to check out the Lightning God in action? It's going to happen this round. Hitting the autoplay right now. And there he goes. He looks pissed. now that he's activated the Lightning God, it will like randomly. Well, these enemies are just chumps. They're dying too fast. But if they actually lasted longer,
怯えないで
that
ね
Lightning God would drop a sword right in the middle of them, and it would hit everything in the field. It's so freaking cool. Like out of nowhere, just I'm like,
チー
oh.
Yeah, I only got to play the zombie game that one time, Thomas.
リーチツモピンフ
Otherwise, I've
赤
never
ドラ
played it
1
since then.
Okay, I want to speed it up. Tasha doing her mass heal. There's a sword.
I used to play that Fate Grand Order game on my phone, on my iPad all the time.
Yeah.
They always had like, because all the Nova Phantasm moves were just over the top ridiculous.
Yeah. I tinkered with it, but I never really played it too much. I don't really get into the phone app games very much.
It's pretty fun. That was like the only iPad game I played regularly. I had so many characters in that too. For like all maxed
That was
out.
unnecessary. There's one guy left with like a sliver of health, and the sword comes down. I think he's dead. I love Herta. She like her super move. She generates this giant diamond and then hammers it into the ground. Oh no way! They knocked out Herta. What the fuck? Natasha's not doing her job. She needs to be fired.
Yeah, I was watching that stream that night, Thomas, when everyone kept abandoning you. Yeah, good teamwork, guys.
Oh crap! I'm down a character. This annoys me. I should be down any characters.
Feed you in a minute.
There it is. Freaking healer's taking a nap. What the hell? Just stand there. Oh, you're charged. You know, my characters are taking damage here. You might want to use your shit. So another nice thing, even though I'm on autoplay, I can intercede. Like use a super move if characters.
Yeah, did you hear all Hollywood productions are like on hold?
Because there's a writer's strike.
Yeah, but just because there's a writer's strike doesn't mean that the stuff that's filming doesn't have to, you know, shut down. It just means that nobody's writing anything.
Yeah, but they can't do any rewrites if they need to.
That sucks.
Gee.
All right, let's see where the Flash stands.
Richi, 今日の運はどうだ?
Ugh.
Gee.
This sucks.
ポンするぞ.
This dude is not dying.
Thank God.
ロンタンヤオドラ2リーチタンヤオピンフ赤ドラ1
Professor says, thank God, maybe section 31 will be canceled. Oh my God, we actually won a fucking game? Are you kidding me? Finally, God. Dang it.
圧倒的な攻撃力が私の最高の武器だ。たとえそれが
Thomas says also a lot of actors are refusing to work until the strike is over. Yeah, heard that too.
So it's an actor's strike as well.
Well, I mean, the actors are thinking about going on strike anyway, I heard. Over their own contract bullshit. So, I mean, wouldn't surprise me if all of Hollywood got shut down. I mean, would we really be losing much if all of Hollywood got shut down for a little while?
Not really.
Yeah, it could do well. It could do good for the movies in the end. You know, a little time, but I don't know.
What, Daniel?
I mean, it could do a little break. Could do well for everyone, I guess. But
that took way too long.
Cool.
Shit.
Honestly, all the show for me, I'm just tired of watching almost everything because almost every show feels like exactly the same thing, just with different settings. There's just zero creativity right now. It's all just political nonsense bullshit for the most part. And it seems to it's just like extremely generic stories just put in to whatever franchise or series.
They're running out of ideas, I think.
There's a lot of ideas, but everyone just wants to use Hollywood as all entertainment right now is just platforms for political nonsense instead of just telling good stories. You need to knock that shit off so people actually will start coming back and watching things.
I don't see a difference between the writing of the 90s and the writing now. Do you?
Are you kidding me? Like 1,000% different. The 90s things were actually still fun to watch. Now it's just irritating. Everything seems like a CW fucking series. Super sophomore writing. Everything, all stories just feel like fan fiction of a different series right now. Nothing is actually well thought out.
I don't know. It feels the same to me. It's the same thing.
Okay, so
I mean,
it's
at least for me, it feels the same.
Dude, how old were you in the 90s?
Oh, I was about in 1992 I was 5.
You wouldn't know then.
Yeah, I mean,
You would have no concept of the difference. In the 90s. I'm sorry, Daniel.
In
Stop right
1996,
now.
I'll agree. Sesame Street in the '90s is probably the same as it is today.
Now, Sesame Street from when I was 5 years old to today, or even in the 90s, way different.
Right.
Elmo didn't exist. that little red piece of shit could die. I fucking hate Elmo. I was that guy that would go through Walmart and they'll tickle me Elmos on the wall. I'd shake every fucking one of them.
Oh yeah,
and
me
then
too.
I'd shake the Walmart smiley face character. That was the Walmart version of Elmo.
Mm-hmm.
I'd shake those. The entire aisle would not stop for 10 minutes. They would reactivate themselves, and then you'd see the Walmart employee going, "How do I stop this?" It was fucking hilarious. I was such a dick before I actually worked at Walmart.
Remember those chickens? So when you squeezed them, they would just go.
We have one still.
They had a bunch of them at Target one time. I just squeezed them all. It would just piss everybody off because all you would just hear is. Yeah, I was one of those idiots too. Going on, Tokyo.
Has anybody seen the meme where the lady, there's a chick in a bathroom and she's squeezing the chicken and then cuts over to like the big giant rubber chicken coming to take revenge?
No.
Yeah.
There was one display. I can't remember. I think it was a Barney display at Walmart, and it had a little push button. You press the button, and it would make Barney talk, and all you'd ever hear is. So there's this little kid just pressing it nonstop. And I walked over because I was looking in the action figure. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking sick of hearing it. I walked over and I pulled the button out. I just like reached over and like, excuse me a minute, ripped it right out of the freaking console. The Walmart employee saw me do it and she walked over and said, "Thank you, thank you, fucking thank God."
Oh, I would too, man. Professor
Anybody
says,
ever
maybe
put a
Star
Metallica
Trek: The
tape in a
Next
Teddy
Generation's
Ruxpin in the
Correct
80s?
TV will go away soon.
No, but that sounds amazing.
Not surprised, Professor. If Sesame Street is political now, it doesn't surprise me in the less slightest.
It's bad. It's really, really, really bad.
It concerns me that you're watching Sesame Street, though, Professor, but we'll let that slide for now.
People like Brain, he's got a slight.
I was just going to say, he probably have to have it on 24/7 at the library. And I've got little kids, so it's on.
We'll allow the professor to explain himself one of these days. We'll give him a pass tonight because he's not feeling well. And then we'll grill him on Saturday during Jeopardy. They had a Muppet that had AIDS, Thomas, on Sesame Street?
What?
I seem to remember that.
What the fuck?
They have a Muppet for every disease.
They had to have their awareness Muppet. Oh my God.
They had an MS Muppet. They got a cerebral palsy Muppet.
Oh my God.
They had the AIDS Muppet. I remember the AIDS Muppet.
How did they say how the AIDS
Muppet
puppet
like
got
decades.
AIDS? Was it through armhole sex?
Okay, I know Doomcock is not a very popular subject with a lot of YouTubers now, but have you guys ever watched his rant on Bert and Ernie?
No.
Oh my God, it is the funniest fucking shit I ever heard. It was about I actually have the video. I have it clipped. It was basically LeVar Burton made a tweet. And the tweet was something like, if you have a problem with Bert and Ernie coming out, you need to check yourself. And Doomcock's response to this it was just fucking epic. it was like the funniest fucking shit I ever heard. He's like, I saw this. I'm sitting there on my bed, haven't even put on my armor yet, and I'm just looking at this like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard.
It doesn't surprise me.
Jordy from the Next Generation, go to conventions, sign autographs, and shut up about this stupid shit. They're puppets. They don't have genitalia. They don't have sex. They're not coming home after a hard day's work and having a bottle of Chianti and pasta.
I remember that. Now that you mention it, I remember that.
I fucking laughed so hard.
Have a good trip home, Thomas.
It could be said that they're never doing a part of acting where they're not getting fisted by someone.
And that's how you get puppet AIDS. You get so many puppeteers using you as a puppet. Hands up the ass,
Metaphor.
Unsafe puppeteering.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that was like, I've seen like one of Doomcock's videos, and that's pretty much it. It was during like the Star Wars ranting.
Honestly, I enjoy his live streams because he's just a little bit more entertaining when you don't hear the voice modulator thing.
Right.
Yeah,
that annoyed the shit.
His actual voice, and he actually sings. He's an entertainer. I don't care about the. I mean, they say the same doom-saying shit about Kathleen Kennedy and all that other crap. Whatever.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't really care, but I just think it's more funny. I just use it as jokes all the time.
He actually does a good job being an entertainer.
Yeah.
And I think that's very commendable.
I mean, I don't take him seriously.
He's got a great singing voice. I just love to hear him sing.
The only time I ever brought it up usually was just to annoy Salty, because I know it gets under his skin when you start talking about like his rumors and stuff.
Well, my favorite one is how they always talk about Kathleen Kennedy. She's not going to get her contract's not going to get re-signed. Well, I'm in the firm belief that she doesn't actually have a contract, that she's grandfathered in and she's there for as long as until she retires. So I have a feeling that, of course, her contract's not going to be renewed. You can't renew something that doesn't exist.
I mean, she's probably on the board or something anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. She's probably in a position where she doesn't have to worry about a contract. It wouldn't surprise me. And then, so like all these fucking rumors about her, she's not going to be re-signed. She's out. She's going to be going. Yeah, fuck. She'd have been gone already.
Yep. That was just a fun rumor though, because like in every game I used to play on stream, we'd name my character Kathleen Kennedy. Like, oh, Kathleen got fired and has to be a police officer now.
Yeah, I stopped watching Doomcock a while ago, back when Reddit decided to troll him. They came up with this epic troll where, what do they say? Every time that Alex Kurtzman hears the name Doomcock, he throws something and breaks the TV, so he's got to keep buying TVs because of Doomcock.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter.
And then he was going to be fired the next day. Well, Doomcock passed that off as actual news, and that's when I stopped watching him.
It was Kurtzman that punched the TV.
As an information source.
Yeah, Kurtzman punched the TV. Yeah, every time he heard Doomcock's name, he punched the TV, and the TV would break, and you have to get a new TV, allegedly.
That was hilarious.
With his unnamed sources that need to be protected, otherwise they get fired from Paramount.
Now they have code names. Actually, I did see a video not too long ago. It was not a Doomcock video. It was a video that was talking about a Doomcock video. It was weird. And they were talking about the possible sale of Disney, and the insider had a code name this time. I can't remember what it was now. It was something kind of hilarious. But yeah, which was kind of interesting.
Right along those lines, they said that. I'm sorry. They said that. What's his face? Mercer. What's his? Seth MacFarlane was about to buy Star Trek. Same rumor.
I remember that. I was like, no, I hope not. I didn't want that to happen.
Never waste his time.
I didn't want that to happen, and thank God it never did.
It was kind of interesting though when I did see that video because I was actually just watching a bunch of insider analysts that were talking, Wall Street analysts that were talking about how Disney is probably thinking about selling off Star Wars. I mean, there's some credibility to it at least this time because there's more people actually talking about than just Doom Guy.
That wouldn't surprise me because I mean, there's been a lot of industry death around Star Wars right now. I mean,
oh yeah, I mean they got to get their money back. I mean, it's just leaking the money.
For crying out loud, one of the biggest toy stores in the nation just going. Why? Well, they invested in too much bullshit.
I mean, it's not that out of the realm of possibility either, because I mean, there's precedent for it. Because when Disney bought Power Rangers, they destroyed that franchise, and they had to sell it back to the original people for less. So,
and then sold it to Hasbro, and then destroyed it.
So I mean, there's precedent for Disney doing things like that just to recoup some of their investment. I mean, yeah, it definitely wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of the talk, I guess, is that the buyer that's thinking about stepping back in is George Lucas.
He's gonna buy back Star Wars?
Probably if he can get it back for less than he paid for it.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, then less than he sold it for. I mean, so he still makes money off the deal.
Stuff that Disney did, and then he can undo it all.
I don't even know if that would be even a good move for Star Wars, though, because a lot of people don't like George Lucas's writing anyway.
He's a much better writer than Gene Roddenberry. I'll say that.
What? Well, Roddenberry's dead, so he hasn't written anything for a while.
No, I know that, but like...
So anybody's better than Gene Roddenberry. Because he's dead. Very, very dead.
Roddenberry only had a few scripts of his own. And
yeah, he's mostly a rewriter.
Yeah, the most of the stuff that's been made for Star Trek has been done by other writers.
He changes like 3 words and then puts his name on it.
I mean, you want to see something that he wrote, The Cage.
Oh yeah,
he wrote that
wonderful piece of art.
Yeah, it was highly questionable.
Might echo for a second. Hold on, guys.
No problem.
I mean, when you rewatch that episode, that pilot, and you're going, okay, wait a minute, why does the captain of the Enterprise want to go and sell Orion slave girls as an occupation outside the Federation?
Roddenberry's a poon hound.
Wait, what the fuck is happening here? You know, it's like, wait, what?
Mike wanted to sell Orion slave girls?
That was. Mm-hmm. Did you ever watch The Cage, dude?
No, I watched it. I watched it like
a
lot.
When the Telosians are rifling through Captain Pike's mind, and they make Yuna or whatever her name was into an Orion slave girl, dancing girl. One of his aspirations, which the Doctor joked about, was him becoming an Orion slave trader.
Yeah,
Pike's Place.
Yeah. And that was one of the fantasies that the Telosians made, visual for us to see.
Yep. What a place you have here, Mr. Pike. Sniveling Starfleet officer.
Such a terrible scene. Professor says Gene Roddenberry would still be a better writer than the current Trek writers. Probably.
Amen. Although I would put Terry Matalas up there, though. He's good. I don't care what anybody says. I like him.
Terry Matalas is really good. He's way better than Roddenberry.
He's more methodical.
Season 1 and Season 2, that was Roddenberry's vision, and it sucked, man.
Well, I mean, the entire run of 90s Star Trek was Roddenberry's vision.
Yeah.
I mean, DS9 wasn't, because DS9 was...
You might not have liked it, but it's not like you...
No. Roddenberry would have turned in his fucking grave over DS9.
Exactly.
DS9 was like one of the best series ever.
It was because it went against what Roddenberry wanted. Do you think Roddenberry would have wanted the Dominion War? He would have gone crazy for if he knew that.
Didn't really, because all the Starfleet officers still got along. There was no really internal fighting. All the fighting came from outside. That's basically what he wanted. He didn't want any of the Starfleet personnel to be at odds.
He didn't want any fighting at all.
Yeah, well, I know he didn't like the militaristic part of it.
Yeah, it was his actual ideal vision wouldn't have made him any fucking money.
Oh no, definitely not.
And the networks would have been like, no. That's why you had Lucille Ball got involved and DC Fontana and all these other writers said, yeah, we're gonna write this. In fact, even Harv Bennett said, okay, there was it was Harv Bennett and I forget who went in the office with him to get bitched out by Gene Roddenberry, and all Harv Bennett said, okay, you just go in, smile and nod, just say, we're sorry, sir, have a nice day, we're gonna go back outside, we're gonna do our thing. At least he's signing the paychecks. Yeah. Because Roddenberry did have a few issues with the with the producers and directors and stuff, but
right,
in order for him to get his shit going, he had to have them around. He could not go without them. It wouldn't have flown.
Although his vision for the episode Justice probably would have been pretty hot. People having sex in the background.
Yeah.
Just a total sex planet.
let me hang out on the Edo planet. I'll be happy there.
Get off my lawn.
But yeah, just don't step on the grass.
Don't cross the white barriers, and you'll be.
You watch the white barriers, but you can have sex with any hot blonde chick you want. That's fine.
No matter your age, because they were poonhounds.
Right.
Yeah, I think that made a better pleasure planet than Ryza did.
Yeah.
Ryza was just like Miami.
Ryza, when there's some malfunction in the weather control system, it turns into, well, the Amazon.
For Pleasure Planet, there wasn't very much pleasure going on. Running around.
Well, that's because we got the only time we really got to see it when Worf was there. Dax is trying to have some fun. Worf's sitting here like, I want to do business.
I couldn't put up with their god, though. Every time you get with a chick, give back my child. Shakes the ground. Shut.
Oh yeah, on the space station thing.
The space god, yeah.
Which later became a space station.
Yeah. For the Lycian command.
I
think it got used like 3 times.
It was the same thing? It was the same thing?
Yeah. It was the same thing. Yeah.
They reused just so much shit in that series. Like all the alien ships, was basically just a redress of that cargo ship from.
They figured it was like 4 seasons later, nobody would notice.
Yeah, but story-wise, I don't think that was the same thing.
No, it wasn't. It was just the same model.
No, it was the same model.
Would have been better if it was the same thing. It would have been kind of hilarious.
It would have been funnier. Like, oh, the Edo god is here. What are you doing here? Oh, shit. We're not even by those people anymore. We're leaving them alone. What do you want? Who is this first officer? I don't know him. Take him back.
We're sorry. We'll give back Wesley. We promise.
Yeah, kill that boy.
Wesley was supposed to die. Wesley was supposed to die in that episode on that planet, on the Edo planet, when he walked on the grass or something. He was supposed to die in that episode. He was supposed to be executed at the end of the episode, but then, what's her name? Gates McFadden. She kind of fought against that, so they changed it.
I never heard that.
You know why? Because Gates McFadden wanted to have, she didn't want to have her character have that kind of loss, and she was trying to get her character to shag Picard. So she didn't want to have any script that would veer away from her wanting to shag Picard.
Yeah. So they gave that to Riker like 25 years later.
Yeah. Riker shagged Picard.
Yeah, John, that was the ship I was talking about. The one that pretty much got reused for damn near every alien race. Merchant ship from Star Trek 3.
Oh, yeah, that one. Mm.
And that trader ship from, I think, Minas Corva? Is that the one from Minas Corva? The shipyard from Unification Part 2. Or Unification Part 1, where they blew it up and then Riker had to go down and talk to the wife of the guy they killed.
Oh, it was actually a different one that
ship
time.
was what was known as just a combat vessel. Collectible card.
Didn't they use that a couple times though?
I don't recall ever seeing that in any other.
No,
I
I mean, if they
think
did, they heavily modified it because I didn't recognize it ever again.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever used again.
I think it was in Voyager also, if I'm not mistaken.
It might have been. They might have did like a CG model of it.
I think it was back when they were doing the physical models. They just, I think for one episode, they didn't have like the budget to make a new ship, or they were in a hurry, so they used it.
There were a lot of ships that were reused. Like half the Bajoran ships were reused.
Yeah.
There were the Telosian. Well, no, not Telosian. The episode where they found the young boy that was adopted by this warlike race, and they were going to take him home to his grandparents on Earth.
Oh, that Giorno episode?
Yeah.
I'm going to make the Banar.
Yeah. So the ships in that, the alien ships in that one were reused a couple times.
Yeah, they put a top hat on it and made it the Shellyak ship.
John, so they
literally put a hat
times.
on it. And it became a Cardassian ship. Thank you, John, for the link.
Uh-oh, it's probably going to be a question on Saturday now. Which episode did this ship come from? It'll be the same ship on every for every screenshot.
You know dang well John's making that right now, right? Just like I'm afraid of the question, this many ships was destroyed in the Battle of DS9 and Wave of Warrior. Huh? Oh, Katinga class?
Oh. I just got the shit beat out of me. Fuck. The hell just happened?
So Sin, your character was accusing you of not looking at her.
I guess. I mean...
She's like, why don't you look at me? Look at me always. Don't take your eyes off me.
The needy bitch.
Man, what the hell? Oh, whatever.
I'll be right back. I need to feed the hungry animals.
She's a nurse and she's the one with the IV. Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Star Jade. I need some Star Jade. Oh, this is going to be annoying. I got to click each one of these stupid things.
Yep.
Fucking A, there's a lot. Click this tab and click this button. Click this tab and click this button. If you want your Star Jade, you're going to click this tab and click this button. Oh my God, how much more is there? Like 20 of them.
You know, playing that Star Trek game for a second time through is pretty rough.
Which Star Trek game is it?
Resurgence.
Oh.
We were trying to play yesterday, just making like all the most worst decisions you could possibly do to see how the story changed. Basically, to get everyone to hate their main character. But I mean, it's such a slog to go through. I forget how tedious all those just like. It's just cutscene, then move to the right. Cutscene. Hold your mouse in the center of this target. It's so tedious.
And you want to lose, because it'd be more fun to lose, but it won't let you lose unless you get shot and killed. Like, I'd like to play a timeline where you fail and the rest of the game still has to play out.
Yeah.
Like if you let Spock die in the shuttlecraft, the game plays out where Spock dies. And they have to be ridiculed every time they ask you to do something. Well, don't screw this up like you killed Spock. It'd just be more entertaining.
Well, that would be a better game, but I guess I really can't complain. $30, but even the new one that's coming out just looks like basically a Stellaris clone.
It's Birth of the Federation remade.
It's basically, I mean, have you played the game Stellaris?
I haven't.
It's exactly the same, and they already have a Star Trek mod, so I'm guessing that they're just trying to capitalize on the popularity of the unofficial mod and actually putting Star Trek ships into it. Right now, the ships still aren't like licensed ships. Everything else is modded out to be Star Trek.
Yeah, it's Birth of the Federation, pretty much.
I mean,
turn-based strategy game.
No, it's gonna be
you build up the Federation and go kill people.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 4x real-time game.
I saw more shooting. I'm like, oh great, more pew pew and more war. Definitely Star Trek.
I still don't understand why Star Trek can't make a good game. I mean, they have a universe that lends itself to it.
I tried going back to Star Trek Online. No thanks.
I know, it's game's garbage.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Online had promise, and then it just turned into Star Wars.
Actually, it didn't. I mean, I had some buddies playing it when it first came out, and they're like, they were on me to try and like, dude, you got to join us in Star Trek Online. I'm like, I don't want to play that. And I was like, I'm sitting here thinking, I looked at the gameplay, and the first thing I thought was I could play Starfleet Command 3, and have just as much fun. I was like, it's you got your ship, you shoot other ships. I don't see a difference here.
That one actually felt like a good ship. That was actually a good ship-to-ship combat game too, because you could actually target subsystems and shit like that.
Yeah.
And this was literally just basically like World of Warcraft with ships. I
wouldn't even go that far. I mean, I tried World of Warcraft, and it's
not stand that game.
I can't either. It's still not the. I wouldn't say it's the same. The World of Warcraft, at least for the game itself, is way more polished than Star Trek's ground system.
Oh my! The ground system was garbage.
It was absolute trash.
Yeah, so I played through like the first 6 chapters or whatever when it first went free to play. And I mean, the ship stuff was all right, but it just became the same thing over and over again. So it's like just bullshit.
Yeah, I still have one character that still has the anti-Borg weapons on it on the ship, and you can't get that shit anymore. That stuff is gone.
Oh, they got rid of all that.
Yeah, all that anti-Borg crap is done. They erased most of that. If you don't have it on your ship, then it's gone. And I have one. I made a character called Princess Ardala. Yeah, I named her after Buck Rogers. And I put her in I think I have her in a fleet Vorcha with like skin mods on it. So it is like a stretch limo Vorcha. It has a longer neck It has a really neat looking front end piece on it, and its wingspan is different, but it's still a Vorcha. You know, yeah, it was a neat ship.
I had all my board shit on the whatever the new Enterprise. What the hell is it called again? The Odyssey class or whatever.
Oh yeah, you had one of them.
Yeah,
I had one of them on one of my characters. That's an interesting ship. I actually like the little shuttle thing that comes out of its ass.
Yeah.
My best ship, though, I made a tactical officer, and I threw him onto a science ship. Dude, that is no bullshit. You put a tactical officer in a Nova class, that Nova class is gonna beat shit all day long. I went up against, like, when we used to do PvP, I went up against Klingon tanks, and I'd tear them a new asshole in a Nova class. And they'd sit there and look at me like, what the fuck? I had it set for, like, all the science stuff was for drain. Like draining subsystems, draining energy supply. I had everything on that ship that would drain. And then all of my officers, my assigned officers, like you have your officers assigned to consoles.
Yeah.
Then you also have your crew assigned to tasks.
Hmm.
So my crew was assigned whenever I used tractor beam, it would impact an opponent's like shields or something. When I used another ability, it would impact another subsystem. So everything was set up, and I would disable so many people with that ship. It was really dumb.
That was the one thing I never did was the PvP stuff.
We did. Our group was big into like.
I was never in a fleet. I never had anyone to play the game.
Yeah, well, I was with another group from another game, and we just kind of migrated. So I had two groups that I hung out with. One was my Free Worlds group, and we were a bunch of Star Wars modders. What we did was we played Freelancer, and we had a Star Wars full conversion mod. Right. So we were role playing Star Wars characters. So it was we would do territorial engagements. We had a forum that we would post all of our stuff on, and it was a fantastic fun time. I was with this group for like 10 plus years that we were doing this. We went through like multiple editions of the mod. The mod started out just like 3 or 4 systems that we would play in. And then it went to 2.5 where it wound up having like 10 or 11 systems.
Uh-huh.
And we had different people running different factions. I wound up running like 2 or 3 different factions myself for a while. Then it went. They tried going a little bit further with the mod, but that's when it started. The group started to fall apart because there's too many people just kind of lost interest. But man, we had so much fun because we would do territorial engagements, politics, all sorts of stuff in Star Wars politics, not real world politics.
Right.
So like I ran, I took over Corellia for a while. I had Corellia for about 1.5 years. And what I did is I ran Corellia as a neutral system that would contract itself out to other factions. So I had control. The Corellian system was like one of the center systems in our star map.
Uh-huh.
And in Corellia, you had a jump hole that went to Bilbrigi, which is a Imperial controlled space. You had another one that went to Coruscant space. Then you had another jump hole that went to Tatooine. Tatooine is controlled by whatever crime faction happens to be on the server. And usually it was Huts or something of the sort. But what I did is, since I had the entire system of Corellia, I had every base that was by every jump hole. So what I would do is I would contract the other factions to have garrisons on each base that was on our side of the jump holes. Now, what I tried to do was I tried to get the Empire to get the base that was by the New Republic jump hole. And then I tried to get the New Republic to get the base that was by the Imperial jump hole. That way it would kind of inspire, you know, those two factions to fight each other more often. You know, to stage at each other, you know. So I was trying to play the war aspect a little bit. But they didn't fall for it. They wanted the one that was right outside their own system. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm still making my 200,000 credits a month for this, so whatever. Right. So I let them do what they wanted. I'm like, that's fine. Go ahead. Then the crime houses, they took the little base that was outside of one of their jump. So I made so one character could have we figured out you could have up to a 2.999 million monetary value on a character. I had that in a week.
Nice.
And what I wound up doing is I collected the money, then I would take my ship and buy a bunch of this expensive ammunition and then store it on my ship, and then I parked the ship because we had like a player ranking system on our forums. Now, the guy running the server was known as Cosmic Debris, and he thought I was cheating. And one day he pulls me aside. He's like, dude, I need to know how you got so much fucking monetary value on your account. How the hell are you above me? I'm the server owner. There's no fucking way. So I am like, okay, you want to know? I'll tell you how I did it. Like, you go over to this base. Now, take a cargo ship. Take a cargo ship with the biggest cargo hold you can. Actually, you didn't even need a cargo hold. Like, just buy a whole bunch of this ammunition. And what it was is this version that we had. The one of the modders that originally designed the mod, known as Burnout, he was trying to get capital ships in the game. And one of the things he wanted to do for capital ships is have the ability for you to launch what looked like fighters from your ship, but what they were actually missiles. So they would be like kamikaze fighters. So he made these fighter skinned missiles as ammunition. So, and they cost like 1 million each or something crazy like that. So I told Cosmic, you just fill your ship with that shit.
Yeah.
You fill your ship with that shit because you can have an unlimited amount of that stuff. You put a whole bunch of those, or I think you can have 100 or something like that. You have 100 of those ships on your thing, on your ship, and then you park your ship. Now look at your player ranking. And he did that, and he looked at his player ranking was actually above mine because his name was higher on the alphabetical chain than mine was. So he was happy. So he was number 1 and I was number 2. But he was mad that I was number 1 for a month, and he couldn't figure out why. He thought I was cheating. He tried looking that up. He could not figure out what the fuck was going on. But I'm like, dude, the dollar value for that ammunition is stupid.
Right.
Do it, get it, and then you'll be higher than me. He's like, oh, okay. So he didn't ban me, thank God.
Welcome back, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
But no, I had a lot of fun running Corellia. I just ran it like a business, and we called it the golden age of Corellia because we were just floating in money. Whatever we wanted to buy, if we wanted to hire mercenaries and throw them into a territorial engagement, we would do that. we were like, okay, so we got the New Republic fighting the Empire at this base. So we would hire bounty hunters to go and just attack random fighters in the territorial engagement. Because that was allowed. You know, you could like send people over. So you'd have like random people just blowing up. Not even, you know, not be attacked by the Empire. And then they would think the Empire hired them to do it. You know, it was fucking great. You know, you just kind of like, you make a little contract with this mercenary. We also as Corellia, we also had we had our own mercenary group that we could hire out as well. And my buddy Jan ran that group. We called it the I think it was the Almanian Mercenary Corporation or something like that. I can't remember what the hell it was called. AMC for short. I know that. But we had that going, and he would contract that our mercs out to go fight in territorial engagements and stuff. Territorial engagements were fun because you basically it's what would happen is let's say the New Republic wants to take over an Imperial base, so they would apply for it on the forum. It would be approved by the server owner, and basically the time and place would be set. So when this engagement is going to happen, so then each faction gets their pilots ready and gets everything prepared to go, and then you have to start, like, the defenders start at the base, and the attackers pick a base that they're going to start at. They can technically start anywhere they want, but you want to be close. So you don't want the tournament. The territorial engagement only lasts for 2 hours. So in the 2-hour time limit, you gotta beat your opponents. You gotta take out all their ships, and you also have to have a cap ship at that base for at least 2 minutes, and it has to be there unassaulted by any other ship. So if your opponent's got a cap ship, those 2 cap ships are gonna stalemate each other. So one of them has to go down. So yeah, we would have like territorial engagements go after the planet. Now our AMC group would be hired by one or the other faction to add support to, it was a lot of fun. When I was in the Empire, I came up with a strategy that just the New Republic did not know what the fuck was going on. So we had our tag system on our characters. You got your command tags, your pilot tags for your squadrons. Then you had your fleet tags. Well, in our ship list, we had some transports listed in our ship list for our fleet. So I'm like, dude, I have an idea. I told my buddy Tessius, his name is Mike Savino. I looked at him like, dude, I got an idea. He's like, what? So you know how we have all these different ships in our fleet? He's like, yeah. Why don't we take the Imperial barge? That's a light transport with 6 turbo lasers each. Why don't we put like 20 people in those, and then our cap ships go in too? Because we were allowed 2 dreadnoughts and 3 gunships, as heavy cap ships. But then we put a bunch of people in these transports. So when we started the territorial engagement, the New Republic players saw like 25 players log in as fleet, and they had a shit fit because they're like, you can only have 5. You can only have 5 fleet players. And they're like, and then the server owners like, those only 5 of them have cap ships. The rest of them are in transports. They're like, what? And then we flew in with these barges, and we just annihilated all their cap ships in like the first minute and a half. Because just the saturation of turbo lasers, done. Cap ships gone. Our cap ships sit on the base for 2 minutes. We took over their base.
Hey, Deej.
It was fucking hilarious. Hi, Deej.
Oh, I can finally get a word in.
Sorry, I'm done.
How's it going, Deej?
It's going. For a second there, I thought I popped into an LDG back room.
Tim was on a roll. I didn't want to cut in.
Gotta give you shit, Tim.
I know.
Taking a break, letting my hands rest, so I figured I'd pop over and see what you guys are up to.
Let your hands rest. Sounds dirty.
I've been playing my game for a few hours.
Oh, 7 days?
Yeah.
How's the new update?
Oh, I'm loving it. Except that it wasn't challenging enough for me, so I loaded a mod in that made random hordes show up at any time, anywhere. And the shit thing is, you could be fighting one random horde, and all of a sudden another one shows up to join it. I sat there and fought like 60 zombies before I could get back to mining.
We should do a game night where we just all play that game. Wow. I have it too.
I would like to get a bunch together. I see JP started playing it again today too.
We used to play with Matthew, but then he stopped playing. He was running a server for a while for.
Hey guys, I got to take off. I got to go to work.
All right, have a good day.
Back to work. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. See you guys.
Yeah, if I had the money, I'd get a server and start up a thing to where kind of record a group of us. Yeah. Being funny, but I sit there and watch the fun that Neebs Gaming has with their group, and it'd be hilarious.
Yeah. I felt bad though, because I think was it Matthew like spent like hours like building up our base, and he like got like that helicopter thing, and I crashed it like immediately. I was like, oh shit, sorry.
Poor Thomas said Left 4 Dead is the game Matthew left him to be eaten.
Yep. Happens a lot. Games we play together.
No, this new version, it's hard. There's no more jars or cans for water.
Okay.
You have to either find murky water somewhere in the world and take it back and boil it, or you have to spend a shit ton of dukes to buy a filter to make a dew catcher.
Oh.
And that only makes 3 things of water per day. And to make glue, you have to use boiled water now.
Okay.
So
Did they do any changes to the map, or is it basically the same map?
It's basically the same map, but it's got the better. The roads don't go straight up hills like it used to. They actually have flat, curving roads that make it look nice.
Right.
Then they got these little checkpoints going in and out of towns that, if you could try to go into, they're freaking full of zombies.
All right.
I don't know. Do you remember the old mushroom house?
Yeah.
That got revamped big time. That thing is a big POI now, and it's really cool, but it's a death trap if you go into the underground part. You got to be a high level to go in there, because you got them little freaking huge zombies that spitting shit everywhere.
I was thinking of actually streaming that a couple of days, last week or something. Like last week, got around. I was gonna check out the new update.
Well, they updated the update already. Because when it first came out, you get a quest reward, a little box that would have 3 books each, or 3 sets of 3 books to put in your things. Well, they nerfed that down to 2 now, and they made it to where it doesn't always pop up as a quest reward. You do a run.
Nice.
Now it's random, so it's harder to level up. And yes, Thomas, the last time I died, I did get my nuts ate again. Zombies ate my balls. But since the revamp and restart, I haven't died yet, luckily. Come close. Sexy Rex anymore. Get your stamina better. It's under each weapon that you have, or tool. You put points into that, and that gets you to where you don't use as much stamina. Kind of like it. I think it should have been that way in the first place.
Sounds like that. Yeah, I mean, it sounds a lot better than.
So far, I don't have any complaints about it. I'm just having a hell of a time trying to find some beakers right now to make my chem station. What
vehicles do they have in that game now? Same three or whatever it was?
You still got the normal ones, the bicycle, the mini bike, the motorcycle, and the truck.
Okay.
But that's revamped too, to where you got to have a certain amount of books before you can do one of them. You can put points in to be able to make them.
Right.
You still have to have a certain number of points to be able to craft the parts. Or if you did the regular put the points in, if you happen to find a trader that's selling the parts, you could build it sooner than when you have the books filled out. But I just barely made it to the mini bike stage right now. And that took me 11 days to get to the mini bike stage. I only had a bicycle because after 7 quests, you get one gave to you.
Sounds like it's a bit harder than it used to be then.
Some people say harder, some people say about the same. I think it's a little more challenging. But it wasn't challenging enough for me, so I had to install that mod for the wandering hordes.
I haven't played with that mod yet.
I was trying to use my forges, and I had 3 screamers show up. Now with the mod, the screamers screaming don't spawn a horde. But if there's any wandering hordes anywhere in the area, it draws them in.
Okay.
And that's why I had like 3 different hordes show up at once at me. But some of these hordes are stupid because I can just stand there and they'll just walk right past me, not even pay attention to me.
Alright. Oh, definitely. Go ahead.
The real bitch was I got done with my horde night, and all the shooting called in 2 wandering hordes. So I had to fight those off before I could even loot anything from the main horde night.
Probably definitely put on the things to play again.
I got done with day 10 and I'd already killed over 800 zombies.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's how nuts this mod gets. But you'll love the spears now.
They're actually useful.
they took the throwing out, so now you have a power attack with it.
Okay.
And if you spec into 2 separate things, you can get that to where you're really jamming it real fast, and it's doing hard hits to where it's killing everything. I've been killing cops with ease. 4 hits with a spear on the cop and it's dead. And most of the zombies now have body parts that'll come off. I had one where I took both arms and both legs off and the torso just laid there, still alive. It couldn't move, but if you got too close, it'd still bite you. And most of the zombies, you can take their heads off and their heads will roll around on the ground, or you'll split just like the top part of their head off and you see the brains dangling. They've done some damn good work on the graphics for this.
I was watching someone else. I don't know if it was a stream or if it was a stream replay or video, but yeah, they definitely looked a lot more updated than the last time I played. Looks a lot better now.
Even the crawlers have things that dangle clear out behind them and wiggle around when they're crawling on the ground. And there's thousands of shapes now to make. You can get real creative with your building.
Have they added? Do they add curved parts to it or no?
Oh yeah, they've added windows that you can see through, and now if a door gets partially busted, you could shoot through the door.
Oh, nice.
And hit the zombies or stab them through it. Same thing with the windows. You could have a broken window and you can shoot your arrows out through the window and not have to take the window out now.
Oh, that's good. Win this game. Oh, god damn it.
You can even make bowling pins if you want and put down for decorations. I was thinking about building a base with nothing but bowling pins. Because you can upgrade them to concrete or whatever you want. So they'll be hard. But it'd just be funny, the bowling ball base.
Bowling ball against the wall.
Yeah. And they finally made it to where that damn water filtration mod actually, you'll give a damn about it.
Okay.
Because if you can find one of those early, since you can't have jars to fill water, you could just drink out of water sources and save all your boiled water for your glue and shit. A lot of people I've been seeing playing now are building buckets, digging a hole outside their base and just bringing a couple of things of water over and filling it up, and if they got the mod, they just drink out of that.
Do you play with a standard 7-day thing until Horde Night, or?
I kind of bumped it up to 10 days.
I could never get anything done playing solo. It was just like the standard 7 days or whatever.
I can't get much done now with that mod added. Every time I go to try to mine or something, the next thing I know, I got a horde coming at me. I am running like 4 forges now and 3 cement mixers. That's the bitch thing they changed though too. The broken forges or the broken chem stations and workbenches no longer give you forged iron out of them.
Oh, really?
Just gives you scrap iron and wood.
Alright.
But if you get real bored, you can attack all the lights down. That's the other thing. They kind of made it more dangerous to go into a city at low level. There are tons of sleeper zombies all over the place.
Okay.
And ferals run in the city. And the spider zombies. You got to be a little bit higher level to go downtown. At least until you get a few levels with your spear, and then you just walk right on through them. I'm afraid they're going to nerf it because that spear is OP right now. Be like 3 blocks away from something and still hit them with a power attack. They don't get anywhere. This is no shit. I put up 2 hatches in a doorway, one outside, one inside, so there's a full block space. And I would stand a little bit back behind that one. I could still hit the zombies when they come up to the door and they couldn't get anywhere near me.
Oh shit.
And I forgot to build my horde base the first 10 days, so I was just running out of the inside door of my mine. I fought the entire horde right there with the damn stone spear.
Bitch. Yeah, it sounds like that's a little bit overpowered, dude.
It is. Tad bit. That's why I've killed 800 zombies now and not died yet.
Like finish up this game. Probably call it a fucking doc.
Fun.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's growing in my head.
I found out last night, the night that I went into the hospital to get that thing removed from my butt. Shifty got one on the butt too.
Oh, nice.
Jeez.
He kept yelling at me last night when we were doing chat box not to say anything. Because it was the same night as mine too. It was hilarious when he told me.
Wow. That's some weird luck.
I know. I was calling him my butt brother last night.
Oh my
that
God.
really creeped him out. That was creeping him out. Because that don't sound right. And I said, I know. But it creeps you out, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Well, it is time for me to go to bed.
Sounds good, Tim.
Tim's going to bed.
Have a good
Good
night,
night.
man. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Try.
Yes, Thomas, I know the monkey game is stupid.
I'll see about getting that 7 days to die myself. Maybe you can do a few rounds on that, Deej.
If I ever come up with some money, I'm going to get a damn server and just open it up to a whole bunch of us and start recording it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because you watch Neebs Gaming. That's kind of how I want to pattern what I do after it, because they're hilarious. They got Kane playing with them the last few weeks. That made the Darkness Fall mod. And one of them got pissed off and tried to kill him with a rocket launcher and blew himself up.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night, Tim.
Right. And it's funny, if you watch the video in slow motion or just catch it just right, you can see the guy's body go flying across the map when he blows.
Oh my God.
They even put a flag into the game to honor the one guy that was playing on Neebs Gaming that passed away. Oh, you have to be very careful with your vehicles now too.
Really?
They take big damage when you hit things.
Ah, shit.
You can kill zombies with them now, but it does big damage, and to repair your truck, if it breaks down completely, it takes like 4 or 5 repair kits to get it all the way back to full. But they'll smoke and they'll catch fire when you break them.
Great. Just ram those shit into everything all the time.
So people kind of can't do the off-roading thing now.
Yeah. Man, this is bullshit.
All bullshit.
Senpai!
They simplified the beginning quest too. Go with the trader.
Oh.
You
I
only
wasn't
have to
too.
make-
I didn't ever think that was really that tough anyway.
Well, it's not tough, but instead of having to make all those items of clothing now, you just have to make the pants.
Yeah, that's true. It was more tedious than it.
The only issue is sometimes you're starting traders like 1 or 2 kilometers away. You got a hell of a run to get to it.
Right.
Which I don't know why people are bitching about that, because it gives you plenty of time to harvest shit on your way.
Yeah, exactly. But that'd be a big deal.
The biggest parts are the first few days trying to get water. Only big pain in the ass. Want to save up enough dukes right away to get your first filter to make a duke collector.
Ron!
I don't even remember. How did you get water before? Was it just water bottles or something?
Yeah, you can pick it up in water bottles and everything else, but now everything that you loot, it's basically murky water.
Okay.
You have to boil all that. But you have to find your cooking pot to boil it with.
Right.
I'm running 4 dew collectors now, so I got a 12 bottle supply every day, so it keeps me pretty filled. And it now tells you how difficult the POI is when you step into it.
Oh, that's nice, actually.
It goes from a 1 to 4 skull scale, and if it's a 4, it's bitch. And now they got infestation quests. When you hit your second tier of jobs, you get an infestation quest, which is basically it's a tier lower POI, but it's got twice the zombies in it, and you get an extra loot box, which usually contains some ammo.
Okay.
So you just happen to go in and kill double the zombie. I don't know. Were you playing when they implemented? When you did the buried supplies, you had a 25% chance every time the circle went down closer, you got a mini horde coming at you. Yeah, that happens now too.
It's been a while since I was playing for a little. Thomas, do you remember when Matthew shut down his server? Was probably like over a year during the pandemic. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was 2 years ago, because that's when I first started playing when you guys
were
doing
Christ.
that.
Probably right.
That was when I first played, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I spawned in, and you guys had a base, and I'm running around trying to... What the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah, that's right. You did play with us for like a day before like it all ended.
I was the complete noob then.
Oh, you're like the pro, so I have to rely on you for everything.
It's because I played that damn game way too much.
It's a fun game.
Got my balls ate.
Fun game just to wander around, grab shit, and shoot zombies.
I kind of have the fun just like building up my bases and stuff. And
yeah, I did too.
hell, I built one of my bases I built a mini movie theater in.
Yeah, that was kind of like my Minecraft for a while, because I would play that all the time. And it would just be mainly building shit. That and also Space Engineers. Yeah, I just thought it was more fun than both Space Engineers and Minecraft, because there's shit to do, actually. Felt like in Minecraft, there's aimlessly wandering and building stuff.
Yes, Thomas, I remember when I streamed games. Just not easy to stream 7 Days to Die. I can't read what's going on in the chat. That's usually I gotta have somebody on the panel that pays attention to the chat for me.
Well, I know, that's why I always play like these kind of games, because I can just have it in windowed mode. But I know there's a way to like add your chat to the game screen, but work it out.
Well, I'd have to use my OBS for that, and
That's what I'm
been so damn long since I ran OBS. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on it anymore. Hell, I got so bored at one point I was going around the city rebuilding POIs.
I rebuilt an entire city one time. Yeah, one of the neighborhoods, not a POI. I was doing
that. That one streamer, Guns, Nerds, and Steel, he rebuilt that huge church.
Oh my god.
For his base. He rebuilt the whole damn thing.
Yeah, okay, that's dedicated.
Yeah, it was.
圧倒的な攻撃力が私の
But since
最
they
高の
gave you all
武器
these
だ。
new shapes
た
in
とえ
Alpha
空が
20 and now
崩れて
21,
も
you
私
can
の
mix
攻撃を
and
止める
match
ことはで
everything
きない。
to build
Right.
it just like they did. I kind of cheated with my horde base. Most of it floats.
Really?
The only thing that touches the ground is the stairways for the zombies to climb. Everything else floats, so the zombies can't attack me underneath on the sides.
All my bases you got laid. Took over like a house and then built around. Damn, there's a I always have more fun playing those games with other people though. I just get bored by
My horde base has 3 sets of stairs. One that comes up from the front and 2 from the side. And then everything gets funneled down this walkway where I got 2 platforms where sledge sit so they can beat on them as they come up there. Then I have another tier spot to where I can put the electric fences before they even get up to my openings to where I shoot through. And I got hatches on those so they can't crawl in at me.
nice.
Then I have 2 hatches at the top with bars, so when the birds come, I can either open it up and shoot up, or they land on the stupid spikes and die.
Alright, dude. I need to call it night though.
Hey, get some sleep. Thomas, no, I'm not a cheater. I just know how to use the blocks right to make things float. I also know how to use the blocks to make an invisible force shield so the zombies won't even walk across them. I can put that around my normal base and the zombies will never get to my base.
Damn. That's clever, dude. I would not have thought of that.
Well, I watched Jawoodle do it and pulled that idea from him.
Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's your turn to go stream. Entertain Thomas
I'm
for a
not
while.
going to stream. I'm just going to go back and play my game for a little bit before I pass out.
Sounds good. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot for hanging out tonight. Oh my god, I'm so tired. My brain's just like shut down. So, tomorrow we'll do something else. Probably when I get home. Not sure what we'll do, but have a good night, everyone. I will talk to you tomorrow. And and yeah, we completely sucked tonight. We did not win. We won. I don't even think we won a game. Right? So, oh, we did win one game. Never mind, but not enough. So we'll have to do better tomorrow night. All right. Thanks a lot for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow. And have a good night. Bye.